Happy Friday. Saratoga Fridays, Travers Day tomorrow. I'm going to be giving you some selections from the fifth race going forward for today. We have some big stakes races later on. Maybe we can put together a pick four. They're up to race five. Take a look at what we have going for us here. Okay, there's 5 minutes to post. There are a couple of scratches, 2 and 7. I'm working off Thorograph here. And in this race, we do have the 6 is a first-time starter, and he is not scratched. All right. And number 4 looks like the speed, but it's stretching out. Hunter Creek went 5.5 last time. So let's take a look. And we'll get some picks out there. I'll probably get the 6th race out there too, but I want to get the 5th out there right now while we're at it. Now it's 1 mile and a 16th. Yeah, it's a very interesting race. The one that has run Ellis. Just double check the scratches. 2, 7, 11, and 12. Number 3 looks interesting here. Now, 6 is the Chad Brown first-time starter with Flavian Pratt up. Still on the news. This one looks like he's going to be tough. Also, the 3 looks very solid here, as does the 4 at a price. Katie Davis. Now, you know who looks like the one to beat in here clearly is number 10. And I believe the 8 is going to be very tough. I'm going to put my selection out there. And we'll be back with some others. Okay, we're just settling in here. We've been out to bring you something here on this Friday, and the better races are ahead. I clearly see the 10 as the winner in this race. Yeah, 10 should take this out of Constitution. Manny Franco, who's been unconsciously good. And Todd Pletcher also. Now 10 is from Miguel Clement. And Todd Pletcher has the 9, who's going to be very tough in here. With Santana Jr. And we're going to take a shot here with number 8, Dylan Davis, who's deceptively good. 10-9-8. Box those 3 for the exacta. Now, wait, there's just one. I may take a stab here. I'm going with the ones with experience. Now, the Chad Brown one is taking money. It's out of Ireland, has the breeding, very dangerous stable. But considering the price on the others, I'm comfortable boxing these. I just want to look at Royal Crown for a second, the 1. That one's going to be tough, but I'm leaning on the others here in this race. and we'll get the ball rolling here on this Friday. Okay, we'll be back in a bit. We're just settling in. We just got in, getting you something going here on this Friday. I'm going to be bringing you a show tomorrow for Traverse Day. So you got that to look forward to. Okay, I just saw something. I want to throw the 3 into the exacta box. Okay. Yet this is the time to take a shot with the exacta box. The key is keeping the 6 out of there, the Chad Brown first-time starters, and we have some big prices in this group. Okay, that's 10 couldn't get there. Looks like the speed's holding on today. Now, last night I did a not a video, it was a live show, a live recording of a video I released today. The live recording includes selections that in the other races, but the video I released today, all selections for the Travers. I'm joined with two guests, two professional analysts, one who wrote for the New York Post for 19 years, was the lead columnist, racing columnist, and analyst, gave his picks every day, John De Silva. We covered the Travers. We covered every single races. We covered the Travers, every single entry, full analysis of each one through 10, and came up with our horses and why. It's not a long video, but it's thorough. So do, you benefit from seeing this, and do me a favor and share this video with your racing friends, post it on Facebook, whatever, and that'll help promote upcoming live shows here. Okay, that'll go a long way in me producing more live shows going forward. So I'm going to put a link to that right in the comment area. 8 and 9 look very solid. 9 ran good on a wet track. For 8, 5 grand with Flavian Pratt and George Weaver. Eight, 11, 9 in that order. Kind of chalky. Mr. Regatoni is the question mark in there. Nine might get the early jump. Yeah. Okay, these are the standouts in this race. And again, in the comment area, if you can share this with your racing friends, the link, it's called the Travers Stakes 2026 Ultimate Guide, horse by horse breakdown and expert picks. That is the link to that is right there. Okay. And right now we have 10 minutes to post. Yeah, you don't see too many races like this. Who do you like in the Travers? I'm looking ahead to the 7th race here. I want to get you some selections out there for that one. Now that's going to be an interesting race. Spirit of St. Louis. It's a 200K mile in a 6 mile and 16th turf race. Okay, let's take a look at that. Maybe we'll do a double here. I just want to look at race 7. Now the 8 is going to have to close into this last race here. I mean, Miga Bago looks like he's going to be real tough. Spirit Lake St. Louis was a world beater back in a year or two ago. Has hit a rough patch, has not won since May 3rd of 2025. Did finish second here on June 3rd. You know, Mibago in race 7 does have the class. Has won a G3. Finished second in a G1 in the last race, August 8th. So coming back in under 3 weeks for Mark Cassie, but he has Jose Ortiz and Cassie bringing him back between 11 29 days is 19%. Has run on the track, has won on the track. It's already run on the track 3 times this year. I feel comfortable with number 4 being perhaps a single in the next race, and he's 2-1. But the interesting one is number 5, who is 8-1 and can certainly run with him. Gets a rider switch to Tonka Warrior. So I could see a 4-5 exacta maybe in the next race. And he's a price. And 6 has a lot of speed. And speed has been dangerous. I just want to see what the 6 goes off at. So we're going to go it this way here. Next race, 4, 5, 6 in that order. Okay, how many minutes to post? But I see 4 as a clear single. So I'm going to start setting this up. Okay. And I'm going to go to race 8. Now, race 8 is a mile and 3/8 on turf, also a 225K race. So being able to get the distance. Number 2 has been running the distance. Brendan Walsh. The Pletcher horse looks dangerous. Number 3. Three and 6. Now, 3 doesn't like to win. That seems to be the stickler with this one, but Amelia Green, Johnny V up. Shug McGahee. Very tough race. We're going to go 6-8. Six, eight, 4. Okay, how many minutes to post? We're going to put in a pick 3 here. Forget the exact box. Let's see this. Pick 3. Eight, 9, 11. With 4. With 4, 6, 8. James, hey, James White, daily double, 7, 8, 11. At 4, 7, 8. All right, good luck, James. Good to see you. We have a video that was released today. Check it out. It's called, okay, please share this video with your horse racing friends. This will help me do more live shows. Travers Stakes, the 2026 Ultimate Guide Horse by Horse Breakdown and Expert Picks. Now, we cover every single horse in the Travers. There's the link. It's in the comments. Let me get this our picks up here again. I got a 4, 6, 8, 9, 11 with 4, 6, 8, pick 3. Good luck, everybody. It's post time. Now, the 8 is going to have to close into this. Now, I just want to look at something here. Okay. This should be a good race. Very interesting race. Hey, ALCW. Good afternoon, my friend. Yeah, no, I'm not making it this year. I got to stick around. I got to stay local. And so I'm going to do a show maybe next year. But no, I'm not going to make the trip, not going to make the drive this year. But I'll be here. All right. Good luck, everybody. 8, 9, 11, 4, 6, 8, 4. Okay. I got my selections for the next three coming up because I'm going to be back and forth a little bit. So that was good for us. Happy to be live with you. Yeah, it's going to be a great day. I'm especially looking forward to that, Travers. All right. Let's see how we do this. Let's stay alive in the pick three. 8 showing some speed here. There goes 9. That's what I figured. 9. Here comes 11. So I guess I got to root for the 11 here. He's my longest horse. Good luck, everybody. Ice water in the veins. May the horse be with you. We got this. You see, they're not really moving on the horse yet. When they start going with the hands like this, 11 is making a little bit of a move. Is it a premature move? Because he's going to be covering more ground here on the turn. Here comes 8, 5 grand. Flavian Pratt. Yeah. Come on, 11. All right, we get our longest one home. All right. Good way to start the pick three. I'm not sure who got second here. 4 is 13 to 1. All right. I just want to see who got second in this. If you're asking who I like in the second race, in the seventh race, let me get them up there. It was the 4. Okay. Henry H. Henry, the 4. Yeah, wow. 13 to 1. Those other horses just quit. Now, I just want to look at the next race real quick because I'm just looking at the class. Yeah, I think the 6 is going to be flying. I will throw the 2 in as my fourth choice in there, just for those of you. Okay, still 11 minutes to post here. Got the first leg of the pick three home. And I'm just looking at the results pool here. And we did get our $10 horse home in the first leg, but now we need the four. Four is a single here in leg number two. And in this race, for those of you who are not in on the pick three, I do have a 4, 5, 6 exact box. Four is the standout. Five has the big graph numbers that might turn the tables on the four, but I think four has too much class and does have Jose Ortiz. And I hope we can keep it up there at 6-5. And three is a fan favorite. No, not three. Number two, St. Louis, Spirit of St. Louis, who hasn't won in a while, hasn't won since May of last year. But in 2005, and especially 2025 and 2024, he was very dangerous. Seven, I always liked two, but four clearly a step above. Yes, seven. If this was a couple of years ago, two beats four. But he said hard knocker. He's been around a while. ALCW. Yeah, absolutely. Always root for two. Not today, though. Now he's going to come back, right? And you see, I have the picks through the eighth. I'm still. Okay. I'm actually uploading a short video now here. Okay. All right. All right, we're heading for the gate here. I would box 4, 5, 6 in this race, and have four singled in this race. Who's not now on the board at 4 to 5? Five, I could see five beating two, and six, I could see slipping into the money. I think this is going to be a great race. Okay, good luck, everybody. Enjoy the race. Ice water in the veins. You don't want to get too high after a win, too low after a loss. Emotions on an even keel. Let's see if that six goes. And the six goes as expected. Okay. May the best horse win. Good luck, everybody. And six now on the board at 24 to 1. And I'd just like to see him at least hang on for second. Now, there's some distance involved here. So we're going to see how long he can take this race. Right now, rolling along. And number two, Spirit of St. Louis. The Spirit of St. Louis had been running in shorter races, and I think this more fits his style. Now, remember, he hasn't won since, I believe it was May 2nd or May 3rd, since 2025 at Churchill Downs. Let's see if he can get off the schneid today. Hopefully he doesn't. At least I'm hoping he doesn't. I need the four to take him all the way here. I'm surprised he's running with the six like this. And Spirit of St. Louis is starting to make a move, and it's all coming together. The six is fighting onward, a very bold race here. I'd probably be better off if six beats the four in this race. Number 7 in the catbird seat, sounds like a plan is hanging around. Now they swing off the turn and head for home. 6 doesn't look like he's giving up anytime soon. Spirit 8 St. Louis trying to make a move. Oh, come on, no. Spirit of St. Louis. And a warrior comes through and takes it. Hey, you got to feel good about Spirit of St. Louis. You got to feel good about Spirit of St. Louis. You know, it's been a long time, and he got it done. Thanks, James. James White. James, geez, I had the sound down. I'm sorry. I was looking at the one with the early speed, and what I saw there is I think this one is going to get a nice jump, and he's a bit of a price. I know the last race wasn't good, but the races before that, let me just double check this. Races before that, just on speed alone and saving ground. I know Liscano at Saratoga has been terrible. 0.63 ROI, 5% percentage at 142 races. And Ralph D'Alessandro is not much better either. But I think this horse has enough speed. I'm going to make it 691. Okay. Just on the percentages. And number 9, Sweet Note, will have something to close into here with the speed with Jose Ortiz. But one has blistering speed, so I think maybe takes Jose, Majestic Return, takes Jose for a ride around the track. Inside, saves grounds. It's only 6 furlongs. And Linda Rice on fire with Flavor and Pratt. This one fits the bill, comes off a good race, solid race. So I say box them here, and we'll come back and see what we have going on for race 10. We're up to race 9 already, folks. Good luck, everybody. Race 9, I got to take the pick 3 out of there. Okay. Yeah, the one has a lot of speed. I think we'll be in good shape with this one. And for you double players in race number 10, I like Joker on Fire to win that race. And now let's take a look at if he's taking all the money in the doubles. No. Now he's the second choice to the one. I think they can beat the one there. Yeah, 8 is very consistent, good running. Joker on Fire. Bruce Levine with Jose Ortiz. Jose Liscano. Again, Liscano, low percentage jockey on fast horse. And I think the 5 is very strong. So I'm going to try and beat the one. I'm going to go. This is a tricky little race. So I'm not going to do a double. We'll take it a race at a time here. Okay, good luck, everybody. Let's get it done here. Again, I'm having a Travis show tomorrow. So you want to gear up for that. Post time is 11:05. Okay. Well, the six does get it done at a bit of a price, 3-1. Sassy Princess comes through. David Jacobson. Jeez. And I made the adjustment and took David Jacobson out. That, that last couple of races, it's just, I know he has the good back races. Jacobson known for really, really pushing his horses sometimes to the extreme. And he gets it done here, though. Gets the second place spot. Coming in third was that one who I replaced the 8 with. Jeez. At 9-1. That would have been a nice one. I made a shift there. I originally had that one in there. 6. Would I have had it? I don't think so. Let me just double check this. I had 6, 9, 8. I would have had it if I left things alone. Well, I did the best I could. Hopefully, you went with my earlier pick before the late adjustment. This exacta is going to return. $6.8. That's going to be a $60 exacta. All right, let's get him back here in race 10. All right, because I clearly like the 8. Eight is going to be rough. I mean, the 1 is going to be tough. 1's going to be a handful. I'm looking to see if we can get a spot play in here. I am going to get the 5 in there, who I like anyway, but I'm going to key 8. Race 10. Exacta key. Okay. Let's see if we can get a long one in here. Race 10 is a 5.5 furlong turf sprint. So I'm going beyond the numbers. See, Joker on Fire doesn't like to win. I like number 9 as one of the players in here. Number 9, currently 10-1, circling towards a big one, out of Big Brown, Castellano for David Dugan, who's a sneaky good trainer. He can get it done on long ones. Number 8, currently on the board at 5-1. See, they don't trust him to win because he runs second, has it? But he's consistent, and you got the shaky jock. Castellano 16% at Saratoga, whereas Lescano is only 5% with a 0.63 ROI. Castellano has a 4.54 ROI at Saratoga. I think I'm going to make that one the key. I'm going to key number 9 at Saratoga. Now, I just want to look at the pace figures, and I'll show you what I'm looking at here. Now, in Thoroughgraph, the lower the number, the faster the race. And you can see here that Vollenhoven has run. He's carrying on to 26. Okay, let me see. He's circling back towards a big race. You see the 8, the lower the number, the faster the race. At today's distance, 8 dropped back to a 13, down to a 10, and he's circling back. So this one is definitely a player at a big price. Now I'm going to skip down. Number 10 is MTO, main track only. Now we're going to go up to number 8, Joker and Fire. Now you see very consistent, throwing 9s, which fits this race like a glove. But you see, he came in second and is going back his races. Came in second by a head, second by a length, fifth, but only 1 1/4 back, and second by a length. But he did win at Aqueduct back in November of last year by 4 lengths. But you see, he doesn't really, but he's really exploded, moved forward on the turf. So I got to keep this guy in mind. Okay, now we're going to go back. Now I'm looking at race 10 here, which is 21 minutes away. Stormy Birthday. Now here's one that really looks fast. Number 6. They're trying this one on the turf. East Coast Girl. Certainly fast enough to win. Has a couple of 6s and 7s in there. Can this one take to the turf? Let's see if it's scratched. 14-1. I'm going to put number 6 with a question mark. And the question is, do we try and beat Illmatic? 5 is moving forward. Jose Ortiz, you're getting a bit of a price. You got to use this one. 12, 12, 12. Drop to a 9. So number 5. Okay. I might swing for the fences on this race. You got Jose Ortiz, 23%, 2.10 ROI for Miguel Clement, who's 19% at Saratoga. Now, the 6 is the fastest horse, but it's been running at Finger Lakes. It's been running on dirt, but he's certainly the fastest horse in the race. But can that translate to the turf? I just want to look at the pace charts here and just see how fast this number 6 is. Okay, East Coast Girl. I'm looking at how she usually runs. Now, she's a front runner. And I don't know if she's going to grab the lead on the freaking turf. But the turf is playing kind of fast, and the numbers are too fast to ignore. So I am going to use a 6, who is sitting on the board now at 11-1. And the 5 is sitting on the board at 5-1. So and the 1 is at even money right now. So I'm going to go back to the one here for a second. And let's see what we got. I'm not going to get greedy. He's run a couple of 10s. The others have been faster. Another Miguel Clement horse. I'm just going to do the 4-horse box and look to make a couple of bucks here. I like my chances. And I'm going to go against the grain a bit. We're getting price, exacta box. And this should be an interesting race. 5, 6, 8, 9. Okay. Okay, we're nearing post time here. 2 minutes to post. I know I'm not using the one. Now I'm going to show you why I'm taking this stand against it. I know he's inside. Let's start by talking about the pace scenario in this race. I'm thinking you can see the pace here. Illmatic, number one, the early pace. He might get pinned inside there. I got Flavian Pratt. He might get pinned inside because other horses are faster. I got the 5, who's out there a little bit. He at least has a little wiggle room. He's on the outside already. He's not going to have to work his way out. And the 6, East Coast Girl, same sort of deal. That one has a little of speed. And 8, Joker on Fire, and 9, they're the outside speeds. Okay, 5, 6, 8, 9. And now I'm going to go to the 1 and look at the speed figures. And now remember, the lower the number, the faster the race. And remember, I'm going to be out here tomorrow for Saratoga. Illuminatic, all the others are faster. This one has run a couple of 10s, the 2 times on the turf, a 10, career maiden on the turf at Saratoga, and 18, which is terrible. This one has done his best running on dirt. Look, he ran a 3. That would smoke this field. And the 9 and the 12? No. The others are just as fast or have run faster. So we're going to take a shot against him. The 5 is slowly getting better. 12, 12, 12, 9 here at Saratoga at this distance. Miguel Clement and Jose Ortiz, who's on fire. And that 5 horse now is currently on the board at 5-1, whereas the 1 is 4-5. The 6, East Coast Girl. Look at these numbers. 6, 8, 6, 7, 7, 6. Fastest horse in the field, has the most fastest numbers. I mean, I know the 1 ran a 3 once way back, but this one is very consistent, does know how to win, but it doesn't run on turf. But right now, that one is sitting on the board at 13-1. Now, remember, this is a 4-horse box. Now we're going to go down to the 8. Okay, 7. 7 runs in the 12, 10, 11, sprinting. Did run a 9. That's going a mile. It's not going to cut it here. Maybe he does it. If this one can crank it up sprinting, but hasn't done it before, if you look at all the numbers, has not won sprinting. Now, Joker on Fire, running a lot of 9s, faster than the 1 on turf. Comes in second, and first in 4 of the last 5. And when he did finish 5th, he was only a length and a quarter back, but running very fast 9s. Now look at 9, who's on the board, and 8 is on the board right now at 4-1. And 9, Van Vollenhen, is 13-1. And look at this one, 9. He's circling towards a big race. He ran an 8 at this distance. That's fast enough to win. Dipped back to 13, but his form cycle, he's closed back up to 10. Get back to that. And 8 slower, and now he's due for one of those races. So let's see how it rolls out. Good luck, everybody. They're getting in. Final race of the day. Tomorrow, Travers Day. I'll be out here with my selections for Travers Day, so you're not going to want to miss that. So let's see. 1 all the way down to 3-5 now. Are they going to just hand us a 3-5 shot in the 10th race at Saratoga, the Graveyard of Champions? We'll find out. 9. 9 is very dangerous. 8, second place Machine. The 6 is the one I'm watching. I want to see if he can take to the turf. One showing a little more speed than usual. He's up there early. Now that's Flavian Pratt now at 3-5. East Coast Girl, my 6, is leading. So far seems to have taken to the turf. Now, will it last? And here comes 8 as expected. I expect the 9 to come around. So my 15-1 has taken to the turf so far. 7 not used to going this fast this early. Stormy Birthday, 13-1. And 8 cuts the corner. And it looks like 1 may have gotten in front, unless that is the 6. Come on, 6. Now the one's going to get it done, folks. Unbelievable. Flavian Pratt. We took a shot. Geez, looked like he was cooked there for a while. And that's how it goes, folks. We gave it a shot. Wouldn't change anything. I thought we had it. The six looked good for a while. Where did he finish up? Did the eight run second again? That eight is a second place machine. Holy cow. 1-8. What's that going to pay? That's going to be about a $6 exact for a buck, I say. Huh. For a buck, it's $5. All right. We took a shot there. I don't feel bad about it. Gave it our best shot. Eight again finishes second. The six was there. And when it was 6-8 starting to come for home, I thought we might have something. But somehow Flavian Pratt got off the rail and found the seam and got it done 3-5. And he wasn't the fastest horse by the numbers, but by the talent, the connections. And what are you going to do? So that's that. That's that. Let's see who's running tonight. Any interesting races tonight? Here at Horse Racing Plus to cover. Running tonight. Woodbine had run earlier. Evangeline Downs. They used to have the biggest fields at this place. It's starting to get them bigger again. That's a fun track to play down in New Orleans, Cajun country. All right. That's it for today. Now, I hope you had fun. Won some money today. Travers Day tomorrow. Be on the lookout. It's going to be an interesting Travers Stakes. Will Golden Tempo do it again? Will Renegade finally get his revenge? What about Baby Vino? What about Napoleon Solo, the Preakness winner? We'll find out. In the meantime, ice water in the veins. Remember that. And also remember, may the horse always be you.